What's up guys, welcome back to Aquatic Elements. Now we're not in the usual setting, and that is because today we have just arrived at Maidenhead Aquatics Weybridge. Now they actually got in contact with me and told me that they have a very special fish that you don't usually see at this sort of size come into the shop. So we're going to head inside and we're going to check it out. We're also going to be checking out a few of the oddballs that they've got here and doing a quick lap of the shop. But let's head inside and let's check out this very special fish. Here we are heading up into Maidenhead Aquatics Weybridge. Now I have done a store tour on this shop before. I'll try and put a little link up into the top corner of the video. Now, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, they do have a fish that I am very interested in, but I'm not going to do a store tour like I did last time. I'm actually just going to head over, pick out some of the oddballs that they've got, because they've got quite a lot of new fish in and some nice oddballs, especially on this side, and then we'll head over to that fish that I spoke about at the beginning of the video. Now, I must say, before we take a look at some of the fish, this system in particular has literally just been cleaned. There's loads of bogwood in these systems, so there's going to be a lot of tannins and there's going to be a lot of sort of bits and pieces of bogwood, as you can see on the substrate, from all of the different plecos that they've got in here. So it is a little bit dirty, so I just thought I would let you guys know. I've just spotted this Zingu pike, really healthy looking fish, great belly on him, got to be 5 inches or so. Lovely fish. Now, I don't know the scientific name, but I will show the label for them and the price. But I believe these guys are from China. A really cool species. So they are the lemon loaches there. So up to 12 centimetres. I've just spotted this absolutely huge sailfin pleco. Now this guy's got to be, you look at the size of his head compared to my hand, got to be a good 16, 18 inches. Absolutely wicked fish. Now I think they've got a few more of these in the store, and you can see them priced up there, 35 quid. And then they've also got these elephant nose fish in as well. Really nice size on those, they're probably about 6 inches. And then we've got some nice puffers up top. We've got the red-tailed red-eye puffer there, they're £16 each. It's a really, really bright day and the reflection on the tank is terrible, so once again I do apologise. And then we've got some green spotted, which are newly in, under treatment, in quarantine. And then we've got some nice female betters there. And in this tank here we've got some clouded archers, so these are £30 each, or 4 for 108. And then we've also got some geophagus, some redhead tapeos, probably about 4 inches, and got some eels down there in the corner. And I've also spotted this pearl arowana, or Giardini arowana, looking pretty healthy. Really difficult with the reflection and the water clarity. And there's those eels, £18 each, half-banded eels, and the Giardini 60 quid. Now up top I've just spotted some datnoids. So we've got 2 datnoids there. Now these are listed as Datnoides pelota. However, the one at the back there, you can see him just there, does look a bit like the Northern Tie Tiger, or NTT, which is, I can't remember the scientific name off the top of my head. I believe is it Datnoides undecimradiatus, but I might be wrong. And then we've also got some geos in there. Now these fish are still under quarantine. Thought I'd just capture this display tank because this is quite newly set up. Now I have come midweek, so there is a little bit of algae on the tank. So they do rotate through the systems, but a really nice system. We've got some, I think, the Harlequin rasboras in there. Nice aquascape tank. Moving down this aisle of the shop, see what other oddballs we can spot. Now, I've just seen this common plec in this tank. It's got to be a good 16 inches again. £20, and then they've got some mascara barbs in there, all around the 5-inch mark. They're really, really nice fish. Lovely group, great coloration to those. You can also see we've got some more fighters, some really, really pretty candy kois, Nemos. Lovely, lovely fighters in there. See if we can check out this Dumbo. Check out the fins on him. Now moving around, let's see what else we've got. And then coming on to the fancies. Now I've just spotted these guys down here. We've got some high grade 4-5-inch large oranda, short tail and long tail. We've got a calico, red and white. And as I've mentioned, I think I mentioned that all of the lights are off because the new fish are coming in and just for acclimation process. See, we've got some little pandas there. Got some red caps and some small red orandas. And then I think we've got some, what look to be small calico rancher in there. You see up top, we've got these cow style water inks. Nice selection of fancies they've got at the moment. Let's keep heading around the store, see what other oddballs we can find. Got some nice pistos just here. I believe they are the cockatoides. And I think these are the Agassiziis. Beautiful orange coloration and that blue streak going through the body. You can see we've got some Severums up top. And then onto the definitely oddball species are the golden cobra snakehead. If we're going to fight with the reflection on the glass, these guys are probably 3 to 4 inches. £50 each. And now we are coming down to the sump where I'm told my potential new purchase is in, so let's have a look in here. So I can see we've got a few gold Psalms. We've also got a pleco and a parrot cichlid. And then just over here, just spotted him, we've got a datnoid. Now it's going to be very, very hard to see him with this light, but he's got to be 8-9 inches. So now this is a Datnoides microlepis, and you wouldn't, guys of you at home who watch the videos would know I've got quite a few of these growing out, but this is actually a pretty special one, and I'm really hoping he comes out and shows his colours. But this is actually a 3-bar Datnoid, and he's pretty symmetrical. Now you do not see these very often, especially at this size. They're really, really sought after fish, and when they told me they had him, I had to come and check him out. Now there you go, you can see him starting to come out. Really nice 3-bar pattern on each side. Now he's got a little bit of hole in the head, so I believe this may have come in from a customer, I'm not too sure. But if I put my hand next to him, he's probably quite similar size to my old one, but this is the higher quality 3-bar which I'm after, and the 8 I've got currently in the grow out are going to go into the big tank eventually, but I don't think I can pass up on this guy. Also got a birch ear in here, just tucked down the bottom there, and then we've got a big sailfin pleco, another one of those big sailfins at 35 quid. So I think we're going to get him bagged up, get him home, acclimate him, and then we can put him in the Monster Fish mega tank and see what he looks like. But really, really impressive fish. So let's get him bagged up and let's get him home. And we are back. I've just arrived home and we've got the new Datnoid. I'm super excited to get it in the tank. So I'm gonna open up the lids, sit it into the top of the tank and get it acclimated. It's looking really, really good. I'm really hoping that once we've got it settled into the tank, its colours will really come out, but we're not gonna really know until we get it into the environment. So let me move this lid open and then I'll bring the camera a bit closer, we'll get him in and we'll start the acclimation process. Now I'm just gonna lift the Datnoid up to the camera so you can see him there. I think there might be a hole in the bag. So let's get it in and hopefully Violet the arowana doesn't attack him. But as you can see, he's a pretty good size. I'd say he's a good 9 inches, maybe even 10 inches. Now, as I mentioned in the shop, these are, well, the 3-bar datnoids are, I would say, a rare fish. They're really rare fish, and I've got 8 of them in the grout tank. But to get them at this size, you just don't see them. This is the first one I've ever seen in a shop. Now, I've seen a few for sale online, but I've never seen one in person. So let's let him acclimate for probably 20-30 minutes, and then we can release him into the tank, and hopefully we have no issues. So I'll catch you guys in a bit. Right, so the datnoid has been acclimating for about half an hour now. Now, the tank he came out was around 28 degrees. I saw the thermometer on the side, and my tank is 27 degrees. So not much difference to account for. Now, what I'm gonna do is just roll the bag down, hopefully lift him out of the bag and be able to sort of show him to the camera. Now, you would have seen when we were in the shop, he was really, really still in the net. And generally when you handle datnoids, pick them up, generally speaking, they don't move around too much. Now, I don't know if he's gonna go crazy in my hands, and I really, really hope he doesn't, but I'm gonna try my best because the color and pattern is just beautiful in this 3-bar, but they are very, very sharp, spiky fish, so there is a good chance that I could get spiked. Now, as you can see, when you do lift them up, they generally do not move that much, which is really, really interesting. But I'm going to let him go now. Don't want to stress him out too much, and we'll check him out in a few hours and see how he's settled in. Now, I did say we'd check in with him in a few hours, but I've actually just gone to look at him, and he's really, really coloured up, which is absolutely stunning. You can see the clear gold and black markings to him. Now, he looks absolutely stunning. Now, you probably would have seen recently I did move on my other datnoid. Now, this guy is a 3-bar. He's a higher quality fish, and that's what I'm trying to lean towards, improving my collection a little bit, and I couldn't pass up on this guy. As I mentioned, pretty rare fish. You don't see the 3-bars that often. Well, I mean, especially in the UK market, shops do not really stock them. So I was really, really happy to see this guy. Always bickering a little bit with a stormy-eyed catfish, but you can see the stormy's probably a good 14 inches now. This guy's got to be pushing that 9-inch mark. He hasn't met the clown knife, which you can see them flaring off to each other. Now, I'm sure there will be a bit of dominance as they all settle into the tank, but this is literally, he's been in, what, 2-3 minutes now? So I'm hoping that we don't get any long-term aggression, but it will be interesting to see how they all get along. Now, his colours are absolutely stunning. He didn't have this lovely gold pattern in the shot, but I'm sure that's because he's flaring against the other fish, trying to look dominant and trying to show off. We saw a nice range of the oddball fish at Maidenhead Aquatics Weybridge. Now, hopefully you enjoyed this style of video. You can see the clown knife's definitely not happy. There's a new predator in town, but I'm hoping that doesn't last too long. But we'll see how they get on. They're both very robust fish, very strong fish. I'm sure they'll find their areas, their territories, and obviously if not, one of these guys will have to be rehomed, and that is definitely going to be the clown knife, because datnoids are one of my favourite fish. And he has actually just moved down the other end with the arowana, who was a little bit spooked when the bag went in to acclimate. But we'll see how he gets on. I'm sure I'll do an update on this tank, because it has been quite a while since I've done an update on this tank and also the mini monster fish aquarium. But I'm going to wrap up the video there. Really, really happy with the purchase. They've always got some nice oddball species in Maidenhead Aquatics, Weybridge. Definitely worth checking out. But if you enjoyed this video, let me know down below. Always leave a comment, a like if you can. Really, really appreciate it. We've got a lot more shop tours, tank tours, and some good videos coming up. So I'll leave it there. Thank you all for watching. Remember to keep those water changes up, and happy fish keeping.